Hi there, welcome to introductory video of the Rigging Projects app. The video is here just to demonstrate the different processes from sign up to how to use it and get the most out of it. When you come to the domain page, the first thing you'll see is when you log in or whenever you press the button app at riggingprojects.com, it will take you through to this view here. On the view, it's got a little bit about what's going on, some of the latest stuff at Rigging Projects, etc. If you've never used the app and don't have a login detail, you'll need to click on here to sign up. Sign up will launch a page like this. In here, you just need to put your name, who you are, your position, and whether you're trying to join an organisation like one of the shipyards, or whether you're a crew on one of the boats and or skipper and require access. So basically, and then you can agree to terms and thing and click sign up, and that'll let you sign up. Upon that, you'll receive a welcome email. In the background at Rigging Projects, we just need to verify who you are. So there may be a call from one of the team if you if the boat's never been set up before, or there may be, if it's a crew person, then we'll probably contact your nominated person on the account, normally the skipper, to say, are you okay that this person is signing up, just because there's a bit of proprietary data in the background. So once you've done that and the sign-up's all successful, we'll send you an email to say that's the case, and you'll come back into this bit here where you put your name in and your password. And so now that you're all logged in, you should see a new menu now, which is for the yard details, which is for supplier details, which is for where you have your name, etc. there. So there's a sign out, my profile, and in my profile you'll see you can come in here and tick if you want to get the latest news emails or service emails, or if you need to change your password or update your email address associated with the account. That's all possible to happen here. We've also got our product library, so this is just the standard one there that you can go to see any of our latest products. And then on the menu you have various drop downs here, which is your boats, so ones associated with you, your hardware orders that you've done through us, how-to videos and manuals, hardware library, and service requests as required again. So in this case, if I come into here into your boats, so this will be different to whatever you see, but here basically get a list of your boats that are associated with your account, and you can simply click in and it brings up, in this case, one of our clients' boats, and you're able to run a full inspection report here. So by simply doing this and submitting it, this then will create a report which will email to you. So in this case, it just takes a couple of seconds to come through normally, but it's all through now. And in this case, it brings up all the hardware items and the status of them, and then also all of the textiles as well. So you're able to basically see the replacement dates and schedules there, basically. Then below here, basically it brings up a full list of everything that the boat has, and all of their spares as well, which is quite useful. And then all the inspection reports and service records will also be brought up there as they get populated, and the production lines, etc., will also be there. Production loops and all of those bits as well. So it's just, and below all of this is our manuals tables as well. So it's a really good, simple, useful resource for the yard or for owner reps or management companies, so that we can log you in with all of your boats, etc., so you know where they are with everything. Next on there we have the hardware orders, obviously. So in here, any hardware orders that you've done with us will come up here, and how-to videos and manuals, etc., are here, and the service request which basically will launch a new form. So if you need to organise for a service request for one of the products on one of your boats, you can simply fill this out and we'll get straight back to you. You do have the ability as well, if we go back into one of the boats here, so you have the ability as well to basically launch so if we chose this here, we can do an inspection report or a service request, which we can do from there, and I'll go into more detail on that in a second. The item, this gives you the ability to come into here. So we've got an 8-ton internal bullet lock with sheave. The last inspection date's a bit out of date, and the service date it needs to be met as well. So, but in this case, we'll just go through the inspection report. So essentially, in order to do an inspection, you simply launch inspection report. At this stage, what you need to do is fill out the form. So you'll be launched a Google form like this, essentially, and you just need to put your mobile number in, what boat it's for, who you are. So if you're a captain or or a first mate, etc., you just need to come down here basically and choose who you are, a deckhand, or you might be a rep in the field from a boatyard or that, coming to service a look at it. So in this case, if I say the engineer's going to have a look at this. Some of the products have serial numbers, some don't, but please don't worry if yours doesn't. You can just leave that one blank. Product description, map, working load, we do need to know this information, otherwise we don't know what it is. Now generally it's good, like you may have, for locks for instance, you may have multiple products on the mast that are the same type, so generally having some sort of label of filling in what it is beforehand. So in this case, if I put J2, and then basically what I do is I go back in here and I copy and paste that item there into this box, and this basically lets me know that it's the J2, that's the part number, and that's the description of it. So us back at base know what it is. At this point, you need to choose what type of item you're servicing at the moment. There's a selection for everything here. If there isn't, there's another product inspection form here, which you can click on. But in this case, it's a bayonet or bullet lock. So simply, I click on the bayonet bullet lock, and I hit next. At this point, there's some various simple items to be filled in. So I am going to say, since the last inspection, I've done 1,000 to 2,500 miles. This is just purely thing. This question is basically, maybe something's happened, you know, there might have been a big breakage on the boat, like a cable failed or something like that, you know, so we could type in here, J2 cable broke, and there was the shock load. So we have an idea. Is this your first item? Is this your first service through the platform? Yes or no. In this case, I'm going to say yes. And then we get various amounts of various different questions below here that you just need to run through and check. At the same time, it's pretty useful. So in this case, you can useful to have the product manual open. So essentially, we're using an internal bullet lock with sheave user guide here. So there we go. Right, click on that, and that will automatically download the product thing, so you can have that open as well. So you can basically see all the things that are required. So this gives you the user manual, all the drawings, and what we're looking for in the service as well. So at that point, basically you go through, you check off all the items of the questions we're asking for here. If there's any specific other things that you'd like to report, then you can simply tick on that. And we've got report any checklist issues here. So anything you found above that are a problem, like let's say there has been some bad bullet casing damage from the bullet that we think is an issue. So at this point, yeah, and then the last thing is that it's really a lot easier for everybody if we can add some pictures and that here. So simply we go to add file, etc. And you can do this if you're on your phone. You can just directly beep it straight in basically, but you can go to browse, go to the thing. Here's one I had earlier, and I can add that. Ultimately, the more pictures you can add up to 10 images or videos, but a little video is good, and any images that you have is fantastic. So at this point you hit submit and that will then basically just needs a couple of seconds to upload, and then we're all done. If it's an urgent inquiry, please just get straight in touch with us, either at the office or with someone directly from Rigging Projects. I know that's normally pretty normal, but just for clarity, please feel free to call direct. But at this point, you will receive an email to say thanks for getting it. You will also receive the RP Service App Inspection form. And then at that point, it normally takes us about 24 to 48 hours, depending, just to go through the images and everything, and someone to have a look at everything. But basically, once it's been reviewed, we'll send you an email. But essentially, if this case of following through, we would have sent, in this case, someone mentioned that was bad scoring from the bullet, so you will see that there's an inspection report and that down. So yeah, in this case we've clicked through to the inspection report log. So you've got the title of what you've done, the date it's done on, requires action items, shows everything you filled in, so all the tick boxes were completed. There's been some bad casing damage from the bullet we think is an issue. In this case it's me that's had a look at it, and as I did the service on this one, I put that in. You've got the image URL download link, so simply you can just come onto here, click into here, and it will allow you to have a look over all the images, etc. So you just simply click in, and that's pretty useful to have a look at everything. And then basically, we report any issues that we think that, like in this case, we saw there was like one tiny little pin had been bent and needed to be replaced. We recommend at the next opportunity to get cases sent back and re-anodize them, and we update the status, etc., to say requires action items, so we all know. So that essentially is how to do an inspection report, which we have as well. And then essentially the other button we've got is the service request items, which you can simply click on this, as we talked about earlier. This is when you want to send the product back or when we request the product sent back for a full service by the team, so we can just make sure that everything's working as it should be. You fill out the service return form, and we can do this here. This can either be done by one of us, either by coming back to us in the UK, or essentially with one of our service agents, which we've got various in locations like Palma, the States, and that, which we can perform these as well. But essentially by filling out this, we can at least get the dialogue going and that, and make sure we know what we're going to. It's all good. So yeah, so that's a bit of an overview of the app, new app from Rigging Projects, and I hope that you guys enjoy using it, and yeah, thanks for listening. Bye.